Hi guys, it's Lisa's Finding the Redo. I'm a 58-year-old retired school teacher and needed to find a redo. And I found that redo by reselling used clothing, shoes, hard goods, and making YouTube videos. So, today we are here for Money Monday. Well, it's Tuesday, but it's still Money Monday. And I'm going to let you know what sold for me this past week, as well as how much profit I made, shipping costs, all that. So if you like to see things like that, if you want to see what sold rather than just hauls, stick around and watch. The first thing that sold this week was a new Old Navy women's size 14 raw hem skirt. Cute. It was new. I got it in a denim, thread up denim box, and it sold for $12.95. So as far as the denim box, everything averaged out to be $1.50 on what I sold, what I was able to sell. How's that? The next item that sold was also an Old Navy item, and it was an Old Navy extra large gray polka dot long sleeve shirt, lightweight for the summer, great shirt, and it sold for $10.88. And all of these, the buyer paid shipping, okay? Sometimes they pay $5.05 and sometimes they pay $6.45 if it's first class, depending on the weight. So the next item that sold was a Jenny Marlis women's top, and it was either a small or medium. I didn't know. I always put measurements in my listings, so hopefully they paid attention, although these people that want returns don't ever look at it. So, but it sold for $12.44 and the buyer paid shipping. The next item that sold was an American Eagle pair of camo shorts in a size 32, so kind of small, and it did have quite a few bobos, had a couple of small tears and everything, but this pair of shorts went for $15. I bought this at a thrift store and it cost me $2. And as far as the Jenny Marlis shirt, it came in a Goodwill box, and so the average cost on it was about $2. The next item that sold also came from that same thrift store, and it was a Chico's 1.5, in which that's a medium for Chico's, and it was a green elastic waist pair of capris, real lightweight, great for summer. And these sold for $14, and I got them at that same thrift store, so they were $2. But now they've gone up on their capris. Their pants sell for $2, and their capris sell for $3. Now their jeans sell for $5. I haven't bought a pair of jeans there in forever because I'm a cheapskate, and I like to buy thrifty items. But I still made money on it. The next item I also bought from that same thrift store. Do you ever go into a thrift store and you see something? And the next time you go in and you see something. And the next time you go in and you see the same thing. You've seen it multiple times. Well, that's what happened with these button covers. They were beautiful Victorian style button covers. And I thought they were $2. And I thought, okay, surely I can make a profit on $2. Well, I made a profit, but not a whole lot. They sold for $7. And as Becky Park says, it was a small fry. May have even been a medium fry profit. The next item that sold was an INC medium chevron sweater top, and this came in a Goodwill box. So approximately $1.50 to $2, and it sold for $15. The next item was so pretty, and I even showed it, I think, on a recent haul. It was just so pretty. It was a embroidered shirt, and it was just beautiful. Doesn't sell for a lot. So it doesn't matter what, even though it was just absolutely beautiful, it didn't sell for that much. So it sold for $13.96. And where did I get that? Don't remember. Oh, I do too. I got it at that same thrift store. Apparently this is the thrift store day, and it was $2. The next item I've had, excuse me for scratching my nose, I've had forever. And this is an I Love London teddy bear, and it's 10 inches long, and that, when I measure my plush, and maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know, When I measure my plush, I stretch it completely out, okay? That way, this was a 10-inch plush. It is going to London. And the guy said, can you please ship it faster? Well, I always ship, 99% of the time I ship my stuff the next business day, sometimes even that business day. And I said, well, I can get it out in the morning, but I can't guarantee how long it's going to take you to get there. I use pirate ship for all my international orders, and they're usually pretty quick about it. But even pirate ship was saying May 30th was probably going to get there. I hope it gets, it's not there yet. I hope it gets there early. He said his granddaughter's been very upset that, or he or she, that she lost this and just cries all the time for it. So I hope she likes it, and I hope it gets there quicker. The next item is a Chico's Travelers large open front cardigan, and it sold for $18.95. I generally can sell Chico's Travelers items, especially like jackets, in this case a cardigan, but things you can put over, because the Travelers means that they don't wrinkle as easily. So people like that when they're going on trips. And so, you know, they usually sell pretty good, and they're kind of expensive if you buy them in the store. And so it sold for $18.95, and I picked it up for 50 cents at a different thrift store. The next item is a Ralph Lauren linen short sleeve medium green shirt. Beautiful shirt. Oh my gosh, if it had been an extra large, I could have probably gotten $10 more, because it was just a beautiful shirt. But it was a medium, and it sold for $15. And I bought it for $2 at that thrift store. Now, I want to tell you, if you've been listening to this all along and you've been seeing the pictures right here, if an item ends in 95, that generally means the person paid full price. If it ends in anything else, it generally means either they made me an offer or I made them an offer. And you're not seeing any heavy-duty sales, are you? This is a bread and butter week. You're going to see when I tell you about all my numbers later, definitely a bread and butter week. The next item I'd had forever and 2 days, and it was a Nike Athena bat. And I bought this a long time ago before USPS changed their shipping, and that if anything above, I don't want to say 24 inches, I think, somewhere right there, then you're going to pay more. Well, you know, a bat's going to be longer than that. It was 28 inches, but I was able to get it into one of the the priority shipping tubes, the triangular ones, and it was right under the 30. If it would have been 30 or above, it would have cost me like $20 more. So if you have bats, if you have things, tennis rackets, if you have anything listed that is longer, check your shipping. You may need to go back and revise it in eBay, because the extra length is going to get you with the USPS. So just go back and check it. You may be all just fine, but go back and check it. Oh, and it sold, what did I do? It sold for $21. And I think I paid about $3 for it. The next item was a pair of Crocs translucent strappy sandals in a size 7. And these sold for $15, and I paid $3 for them. When your sales aren't real high, then you have to sell more. So if you notice, I'm taking offers a lot, because I'm not getting those big numbers like I did last week. And if you haven't watched last week's video, if you want to see some good sales, go to last week's video. It'll be linked down below, so check it out. The next item was a Talbot's 2X pullover shirt. Now, I was afraid that the lady or gentleman who bought it was going to return it, but she did give me positive feedback. She asked so many questions. She's one of those, I provide the sizely measurements. Well, she wanted the actual measurements, and I kept telling her, I'm the one that took these measurements. And she just didn't get it, because Sizely looks so professional. It looks like I pulled that from their site. So I hope she finally got it. She must have, because she gave me positive feedback. So we'll see. But she paid $16 for this. The next item was a white Care Bear 25th anniversary plush. It's 13 inches, and it sold for $13.95. Really in nice shape. I paid 50 cents for it. The next item is an Eddie Bauer 2XL gray plaid shirt. This sold for $16.95, and I bought this for $2 also. The next item came in a thread-up denim box. It was a Not Your Daughter's Jeans new 10 petite white pants. And these are made in the USA. If you didn't know that, Not Your Daughter's Jeans is made in the USA. Now, I paid about $1.50 for these, and they sold for $23.95. Newer tags definitely helped. The next item was one that I got when I first started thrifting. Yeah, don't judge me. I've had it for 3 years, okay? 3 years. And that's when I always say that retail arbitrage is not my thing. Well, this is kind of proof of that. These were Hallow Green Tea Wanderlust Gnome Bath Bombs. And he bought 2 pairs, and so it came to $19.95 plus shipping. And they did have to go priority because they were an extra length. With the 2 of them together, they weighed more. So it worked out good that I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for shipping. Oh, and I paid $1 each, so I paid $4 plus tax at Walmart for these 3 years ago. The next item was a Cham Pro First Baseman Mitt, and it was a right-hand throw, and it was 12.5 inches, and this sold for $29.95. Don't sneeze on baseball and softball gloves, okay? I have sold 3 in the past month for $49.95, $27.95, and now $29.95. So don't sneeze on them. Now, don't just pick up any old glove you see. Make sure it's a nice glove, and always check your comps. Always check your comps, because like things like this, where it's a glove, it's a different brand, it's a different style, it's a different size, always check your brands. Gloves will generally have a number on them. This was a CPX-1080. So check that number, and if you're only going to pay 50 cents, you can risk the chance. But if you're going to pay $2 or $3 or even $5 or $6, make sure you check comps. Oh, and I bought it for $2. The next item were 2 items that were given to me. If you remember, if you've been watching some of my videos, my daughter-in-law lost a bunch of weight, and she gave me all her clothes. And I've had scrubs. She is a nurse. I've had tops, pants, jeans, all that. And so this was a lot of 2 woman within shirts in a 3X, and one was a green and one was an orange, real cute, but they sold for $12. Now, any kind of larger item is going to cost you more, and this barely went over the 16 ounces, so they did have to pay priority shipping. The next item is a new with tags, Time and True. Yes, I said Time and True, Walmart. Elastic waist, pull-on, wide leg crop pants, and these sold for $9. They came in a Goodwill apparel box, so they cost about $2.50 to $3. I didn't make any money on them, but I didn't lose any money, so that's always a good thing. The next item is a Lucky Brand extra large floral embroidered, I put floral in there twice, but floral embroidered boho belt. It was a really nice belt. If I wore things that I wear belts on, I would have kept it myself. Really nice, but it sold for $28.96, and of course the buyer paid shipping. I paid 50 cents for this. 50 cents. Yes, 50 cents. The next item is a Vineyard Vines women's pullover hooded t-shirt. Real just cute, just your basic though, kind of a mint blue, somewhere in there. And it came in a fun box, a thread up fun box, and it sold for $14.96. And the thread up, usually their fun boxes end up being about $3 per item, which I haven't got one in a while. I just don't check it as much. I don't know. I don't have the patience to sit there at the computer and check. So I don't get thread up fun boxes or designer boxes anymore, very much. The next item was a pair of Judy Blue jeans in the skinny fit. Don't pass on all skinny fit. I got these at our thrift store here in Perry County that is having to close because they were told if they keep it open, they're going to have to pay property taxes on everything, and it's a not-for-profit drug and alcohol recovery center, and so they're having to close their thrift store. They're having a yard sale this week. It starts tomorrow. I will be there. I will be there with bells on. I will go every day because they put new things out every day, and they have so much that they can't put out in their little store that they'll probably have everything out there. So these sold for $22.50, and again, I paid $2 for them. Okay. The next item is a Victoria's Secret pink cutout tank dress in a medium. Very sexy dress. Definitely does not fit my style, but I knew somebody was going to love it. And this sold for $19.95, and I also got this in a Goodwill apparel box, so about $3, $2.50 to $3. The next item was a Polo Ralph Lauren 3XB orange polo shirt. I got this for $2 at Conway County Care Center, the one that's I've sold quite a few things today, and I paid $2 for it, and buyer paid $15.96. The next item was a pair of Bionic slide sandals, and really cute. Nothing terribly fancy, but nice. I used to, back even a year or so ago, if it was Bionic, they sold quickly, and I made $30 plus. Well, I don't know if, I guess just the demand has gone down. Probably there's a lot more out there, so I'm not selling them as often, but I'm still getting over $20, and if I can pay $2 to $4 on it, it's still worth it. So this is a pair I sold for $22, still okay, and I paid $2 for them. Sandals at Conway County Care Center are usually $2. The other shoes can be anywhere from $3 to $10, normally $3. Okay, the next item came in a box of goodies. Well, I looked in it, and I picked it up. It was actually at New Beginnings, so I'm really going to miss it. But there was this box of controllers. I didn't have any idea if any of them worked, but he told me $5 for the box. Well, there were 4 Nintendo GameCube, 1, oh my gosh, I can't remember the other 2. Oh no, there were 5. One of them was purple, and 4 of them were gray. And the other, I can't think. But there were 6 controllers plus a few other things in there. So I paid $5 for all of them. Well, I've already sold the first 2 for $43.95. These sold for $45.95. It's a pair. And these actually had a little, it looked to me like a dog kind of got hold of one of the handles, but didn't do terrible damage. Still worked and everything just fine. But they sold for $45.95, and you know, I paid less than $1. Well, I paid, let's say, $1.50 for both of them. The next item is a pair of new Maurice's gray linen blend pants, and these came from thrift store. I paid $2 for them, and I sold them for $20. Okay, I would complain about this being so long, but I'm happy because I had 45 sales, and you get to see all of them. Isn't that good? The next item was a Polo Ralph Lauren medium blue collared shirt, kind of in a, is a blue, but real, I can't even think. Today is not my day. But it sold for $14, and I paid $2 for it. The next item was my biggest sale of the week, and it was a pair of flax linen bib overalls in a size petite, which according to the Flax website is a 4 to 6. Beautiful. And I got these in a thread up fun box. They were beautiful. And they sold for $79.95. So let's just say my cost of goods was about $3 into $79.95. They're wonderful, wonderful. The next item I've had for a couple of years, maybe even closer to 3 years. Well, I don't know. I've had for a while, okay? And, oh, I know what happened with these. I had these. They went off the eBay blip and were never to be seen again on the eBay website. And I was going through all my shoes and doing just doing an inventory of different areas of my store, and I discovered that these were not even listed. And so it was a pair of Under Armour size 10 high top footballer lacrosse cleats, and they sold for $17.96, and I believe I paid $4 for them. The next item that sold was a Worthington shirt, just a real pretty little blouse, and it sold, okay, there we go. It sold for $14. I sold it with Posher VA. So I think what I've learned is, this one's not the case, but I think what I've learned is that if it's $15 or over, then I can have Posher VA send the. But in just a second, I'm going to tell you about one that wasn't $15 or above, and so I ended up making very little money on it. But also, I want to tell you this. On Poshmark, I use List Perfectly and love List Perfectly. But I do not cross-post anything from eBay to any of the other platforms, which is Etsy, Mercari, and Poshmark. I don't do that until at least a month has gone by. It's hard enough for me to keep up with things after a month, but really hard with Posher VA. I mean, without cross-posting right away. That didn't even make sense. But, so it sold for $14 and I paid 50 cents for it. The next item that sold on Poshmark was a pair of Nike Flyknit shoes. Sorry. And these sold for $27. The next item was a pair of Hollister men's 30 by 30 jeans, and these sold for $16. As far as the shoes, I think I paid $2 at that New Beginnings thrift. Actually, I know I did. $2 at the New Beginnings thrift store. And then these Hollister jeans, I do believe they came in my thread up denim box, and so I paid approximately $1.50. The next item that sold on Poshmark, and this was the item that I ended up only making $6.33 on it after Posher VA and after Poshmark takes theirs. Posher VA gives them a 15% plus a shipping discount. But it was a Maurice's 4X black cardigan. My daughter's a nurse. She would wear these, daughter-in-law's a nurse, so she would wear these over her scrubs. And it sold for $11 and I made $6.33 of profit. The next item that sold was a pair of Polo Khakis, and this was a men's 34 by 32, a really good size, and they sold for $19. And I'll be honest, I didn't write down which ones were Posher VA, but when you see my totals in a second, you're going to know a lot of them were Posher VA. So if I didn't have Posher VA, I would not be selling near as much on Poshmark. And I still don't sell a lot, but, you know, wouldn't be selling hardly anything. And the next item that sold on Poshmark was a pair of New Balance tennis shoes, and these are the open trail shoes. These are the very lightweight. These were sold for $34.95. Okay, and the last item that sold, this was a Pixley top, and it sold for $13. Just a lightweight top. I really liked it when I bought it, but I probably paid 50 cents for it. I probably got it over there. And those New Balance shoes, I paid $3. So I had 2 sales on Etsy this week, which that's wonderful. I hardly ever get anything on Etsy. I hardly ever get anything on Mercari or Etsy, either one. But I picked up 4 beautiful embroidered vintage shirts, and I have a video on them. Picked them up at the Conway County Care Center where I pick them a lot, and I picked up each one of them for $2. And I was pulling. These were Ellie planes, and I was pulling them as soon as I saw one. But this one was brown, and it had like acorns and leaves and stuff embroidered on the back, and it sold for $29.95. Oh, but that does include shipping, so I paid shipping through where do I ship through when I do that? Through Pirate Ship. So it did cost me about $5. And then the last item that sold this week was a Pride. I never heard of it. Pryde. It was a vintage Western shirt, and it sold for $28.95. And again, I paid about $5 shipping because both of them weighed less than 12 ounces. So, what do you think about the sales this week? Sorry, I had to keep looking down, and I don't know what I was doing. I had a good number. 45 is a great number for me. My average sale price, as you're going to see in a second, was not terrible. So, let's check out and see how I did. So, for the week from May 1st to May 7th, I had 36 eBay orders, 2 Etsy orders, 7 Poshmark orders for a total of 45 outgoing orders. On eBay, I had $914.01 worth of gross sales. On Etsy, I had $58.90. On Poshmark, I had $134 for a total gross sales of $1,106.91. Anytime I can get above $1,000, I'm happy. My shipping, and this is Pirate Ship plus eBay, was $197.78. My eBay fees were $115.91, and this includes transaction fees plus seller fees. On Etsy, I had $5.01 worth of Etsy fees. On Poshmark, I had $42.57, and that includes the 20% that Poshmark takes, or the $2.95 if it's less than $15, and plus any kind of shipping discounts, for a total cost of $361.27. My cost of goods was not very high. You saw I had a lot of 50 cents and things like that. So my cost of goods was $72.50 for a total net sales of $673.14. Yes, I'd love it to be higher, but anytime I can have a net sales of over $500, that means $500 I'm putting in my pocket, then that's great. I had a gross average sale price of $24.60. I had a net average sale price of $14.96. So I'm pleased. It was a great week. I do this part-time. Sometimes I get a little obsessive and work, 20 plus hours, 20, 25, and sometimes I work 10 to 15 hours. So it just kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for. I want to thank you for watching. And if you like seeing what's sold and you like seeing my numbers, then please subscribe. And if you like this video in particular, if you want to know what's selling for me, then hit the like button. If you also like to see unboxings, if you like to see my monthly numbers, which that'll be coming out in the next couple of days, then please subscribe. I need you to do me one favor today. I need you to go out and find your redo.